I'm Debbie Gough from Heriot and I'm with Guitar.com today and you're watching My Guitars and Me. My first metal guitar was a Dean ZX Explorer, which was massive on me at the time because I think I was maybe 13 or 14. So that was my first like pointy kind of guitar. I think what made me just go back to Jackson was the fact that we were now playing in drop A, so really, really low tunings. I just felt as though I wanted a more kind of ballsy guitar. Everybody wants to be a musician and say that they sound like loads of things, but if I was just being honest, I think we sound, there's bits of black metal, bits of hardcore, but if you were to say a HM2 band, I think that's what accurately describes us best. I first saw this guitar when I used to work in a guitar shop, and it came into our showroom and everybody debated about whether they loved it or hated it. And I was really on the fence at first. I couldn't decide whether I liked it or not. And then I went on holiday, and when I come back, it had sold, and I was like absolutely devastated. So I was like, no, I need to get this guitar. And this feels very much like one guitar that I'll have forever. There's a Damasio, the chopper pickup in the bridge. In the neck and the middle pickup, I've still got the Duncan designed hot rails. It's put through its paces with the HM2. I just wanted to try and tame it down a little bit with the chopper. I've got Floyd's on all my guitars now is because I started putting dive bombs into Heriot songs, which was really, really fun. The first ever Jackson had a Floyd on it and I just was not ready for a Floyd at that time. But now I feel quite confident with them. I think a band that made me fall in love with dive bombs all over again would be Power Trip. I think the solos in Power Trip are awesome, how they use the whammy for like another pedal almost, you know. I really, really love that. I've tried to do it a little bit with how we play with the like. That kind of stuff I like. This guitar definitely helped us form the kind of tone that we've got at the moment. I had my SR3 just after summer last year. It's the first ever American guitar that I've ever had in my life. So to be able to own this guitar is insane. I'm really, really, really lucky to have this in my collection. It sounds really silly to say, but when I've played other guitars that don't have a through neck, because there are a couple of solos where I go right to like the 23rd fret, it's quite hard to get up there. I played my Monarch the other day, which is like a Les Paul shaped body, and the shape of the Les Paul was quite funny to play because I couldn't get up to the top frets in the same kind of way or feel as comfortable doing so. I really like having a slim neck, and this one is quite flat as well. So I think that helps with like touring and the hot stages and stuff like that, because you get slippy and slidey. It's quite nice that it's matte as well for that reason, because I'm not sliding as much as I do on the SL4X. When it's chunky riffs, this guitar definitely outweighs this one. So when there's songs where I'm not doing any like lead work or anything like that, it is nicer to have the humbucker in the bridge that's a little bit more able to cope with drop A. In normal playing, I definitely do switch to the neck pickup when I'm at home, or like previous projects that I've been involved in, I've played different kind of styles and things like that. Playing your guitars live is a totally different kettle of fish to playing them at home. So the biggest struggle that I've had in touring is trying to allow just enough distortion in. Now that we're home from touring, I am definitely ready to sit down and write some more songs, and we have kind of been doing that in the breaks between touring. Obviously I've had loads of different guitars over the years, but this one I feel as though, like, in a cheesy way, I've made loads of memories with. It's been with me through all of the amazing things that we've been able to do over the last few years. I think it would be my desert island guitar. When I'm in these situations, I forget how to play guitar entirely. I feel as though when people talk about bands like Nails and like, oh, how did you go down that route? Bands like Bring Me the Horizon and Lamb of God and even like Cancer Bats and things like that, they kind of, there has to be a next step of like, okay, well, if you're going to carry on listening to heavy music, what else can you go to? And I feel as though people who've stuck it out for a little while end up gravitating towards bands like Nails and Full of Hell and things like that. And I was really, really excited to found something heavier than what I thought was like the heaviest that I could kind of listen to. And then there's this whole other world of like heavy bands that you can discover, which feels like you're getting into heavy music all over again. The UK scene right now is amazing for heavy music, and also like just bands that don't necessarily fit into one genre in particular. It's really nice to be a part of that scene and to feel inspired watching other bands. Before this guitar, I never really had any outrageous coloured guitars, and now I feel as though I just want to stick to having outrageous colours because they're really fun to play. I'm really, really happy with all three of these guitars. These guitars will always be out on the road with me. Thank you for watching My Guitars and Me. If you'd like to listen to my band Heriot, you can do so on all good streaming platforms.